On this Q&A, I've got questions about switching from rental to commission, and also, what do you do when a client brings in their own product?
You supply the Q's and we bring the A's. It's the Form and Function Q&A show.
I'm Benjamin J, and this is F&F Q&A. So, if you guys have been following along, it's been a minute since I've been able to get back into doing this, and anything I say is just simply an excuse. I just haven't been able to do them. We've been busy in the salon with a lot of events. We've also been doing a lot towards getting our second salon location open, as well as our Form and Function Academy. But at the end of the day, I just haven't been able to get these done. So I'm sorry for that, but I got some good questions for today's episode, so let's just jump right into them.
Jessica wants to know, I have a client that came in for a color service and brought her own color. She scheduled another color service with her own color. What the heck do I do? Because of course, I'm put off by this and want to keep her as a client.
You know, Jessica, this is a great question, and I think probably a lot of people have this situation come up for whatever reason. I know that we have had it come up over the years, and it does kind of put you in an awkward position, right? Because as stylists and owners, we want to be people pleasers. I think more so than anything, we want to make the guest happy, and that's what people say that we should do. The problem with this situation is when a guest brings in their own product, you don't really know what it is. You know, I get that people might have allergies, and so if they don't want us to use this, then you know they have a prescribed shampoo or something. But the problem is that we don't know what it is, and it's something coming from the outside. And you know, if something goes wrong with that product, and something happens to their hair, you're still responsible for that result. And so you're kind of opening yourself up to a bad situation. I would say especially with color. You know, with styling products, maybe you could be okay, but especially with the chemical service, I would highly recommend never taking the guest at their word that's saying that they have the right color and that they want you to use it. Our standard response is that we cannot do anything with products that we are not trained on or that we did not supply. It basically covers any reason that a guest might choose to say that they can't use what you already provide. We've also had situations where people want to bring in their own color and then expect some sort of discount on the price, right? Because obviously the price of the service builds in the fact that you are supplying the color. So I just think that it's a bad situation all around. It may be awkward. At the same time, it's only one guest. So if you lose her, probably not going to be that big of a loss. And you can kind of set the tone and the standard for how you're going to move forward.
John wants to know, I'm at a crossroads between evolving from the usual booth rental barbershops into the commission-based world in the hairdressing industry. How can I make this transition smooth for the staff, as well as making it smooth for me as an owner?
John, I appreciate this question, and for everybody wondering, the way that John asked this is he simply dropped his question in on the comments on YouTube on one of our videos. So if you're looking to ask a question, that would be a great way to do it. To answer this though, John, I think that this is going to be a very heavy question, and I don't know that there is a way to do it smoothly. To be quite honest, I'm very pro-commission and not just commission, but pro-team. And I think that one of the things that really comes along with the rental payment structure is the culture of being independent and on my own. You know, more power to you if you want to do this. What I would do though is you need to lay out to everybody that is in the shop right now, what is the value that you're going to bring by being an employee based, right? It's not necessarily about just how they're going to get paid. It's about the value that you're going to be bringing. Is this new structure going to allow them to have more inventory on their products? Is it going to allow them to have a new marketing campaign or a cleaner website? Is it going to allow them to maybe have a 401k or a health program? These are the things that you're going to need to figure out, and that's what you're going to have to, in my opinion, emphasize to them. Because more so than just the payment structure, which is already a big thing, right? Anytime we talk about changing the way people get paid, that's going to be a big conversation. But on top of that is you have the weight of the culture of being a rental freelance stylist or barber in this case, and being on your own. and you run your own books, you do your own thing. So I think that if you invite them for a staff meeting and lay out your plans, and I would have expectations that they're not going to like it, and because they are independent, you have to remember that just because you switch, they don't have to stay there, right? They could go find another shop. So if you do go down this route, I would say have the understanding that you will probably need to look to grow, and because you might lose some of those guys, grow and find new barbers to take their spot, and also have the understanding that you will need to probably spend more time on the business, not in the business, right? Because you're going to have to be running everything for everyone and not just yourself. So I would consider all those things before making the switch, but it could be very valuable in the long term if you can bring together the culture of teamwork and being there for everybody, in addition to the pay structure. All right. So, guys, that was 17. I hope you liked it. I will try and do these more frequently. I'm sorry that this one had such a gap from 16. But June 22nd here in Chicago, we are going to have a business class. So if you've been digging these videos, you are really going to like this class. It is called Salontrepreneur. It's a business class with myself and some of our other team members at Hairloft. And it's a way for us to kind of open up what we do and share a lot of stuff with you. We're going to be talking about salon culture, branding, education, and how to set up your own program. We're going to be talking about numbers, right? So tons of different topics. Really want to just jump deep in on the business and help you grow, whether you are an independent stylist or a salon owner or manager, or even just a stylist that wants to know more. So that is June 22nd, and my birthday is June 24th. So you should come and bring a present or cake or something. I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next one. As always, you can hit me up at Benjamin J or BNJMNJ on Instagram, and talk to you soon.